We're going to talk about Access NYC today. It's such a good resource if you're looking for community services, if you're trying to find out what kind of programs and benefits you might qualify for. This is a really good central location for all of those things in New York City. So I figured it was worth reviewing. What is Access NYC? It's an online mobile-friendly resource that anyone who lives in New York City can use. You can use it to screen for your benefits eligibility, to learn how to apply for benefits, and to find local services for all sorts of different needs that you may have. It's the hub of all the services you might want, or many of the services that you might want to access, and they've put them all in this central location with links to where you go for each one. We're going to practice just putting it in our browser. All of this is good practice for searching and using other websites like this as well. So we're going to go through this a little slowly. First, take a minute to locate your internet browser. For a lot of you, you're probably using Google Chrome, which looks like that little wheel. So you're going to find your internet browser, whatever it is you use to go to website, open that up. See this in action on the side here. So you're going to open up your browser. Mine's on my front page down there. And then we're going to type in access.nyc.gov. And you'll see if you've been there before, it may pop up there and suggest it to you. But I'm going to go ahead and type it all out anyway. And it'll take us to a screen that looks like this on our phones. You can also do this on a computer or a tablet, and the screen will just be more stretched out. That's the phone view. So I wanted to do this once big, just in case it's easier for you to see that way. So again, we're opening the browser. Mine was down here. Go up to the top there and type in access.nyc.gov and click go. Click return if you're on a computer, and that'll take you to this screen right here. That's just the initial way to get to that. And the next thing, I want to show you how you can translate. So you're going to click on those languages up here where it says translate, and you'll get several options. I think it's about 10 options for different languages. So I just changed it to Spanish. Just click on the language that is the one that you need it to be in. This went from English to Spanish to Chinese and back to English. Up here where it says translate text, and this will translate the whole website for you. So there you can click on Spanish, get it into Spanish. Click on Chinese here, and it'll translate it for you. And we're just going to click it back on English for now. But just know that those options are all available to you. And I think even languages beyond that, if you use Google Translate, you could do that as well. But those are the ones that they offer just right off. So there are lots of different ways that you can use Access and different avenues for going about getting the information that you need. I want to show you one that we're not going to go into at length today. And this is a screener tool to see what benefits you might be eligible for. So you scroll down on this page, you'll see where it says, what am I eligible for? And then you'll click on, am I eligible? And then you can click on whatever kind of services you're looking for. Or if you don't click on anything, they'll just search everything for you. And then they'll ask you, I'm not going to go into each of these steps, but they'll ask you questions about your age, your household income, the size of your household, just to see what it is you may qualify for. And once it gets to the end and has looked at all your information and found the things that you qualify for, it will give you steps to apply for each of those kinds of benefits if you haven't already. So scroll down on that main page, and you're going to click here where it says, am I eligible? And again, you can pick the category for benefits, or you can just leave it and it'll look for everything. And then just hit continue and keep following the prompts through until you get to the end, and it tells you which benefit you are eligible for, and then it'll give you the steps for applying. Some of them you'll be able to apply online. Some of them may require a call or a video appointment, but they will tell you which steps you need to take for those. So that's one way of finding the information that you may need on Access NYC. We're going to look at another way, which is using the menu tool. For this example, I just wanted to look at food resources. I know that food resources are always very much in demand. Knowing where your community food pantries and community kitchens are is really helpful. So I wanted to make sure you have the ability to go in here and find that. There's a couple different ways to get to this information as well, but we're going to just practice using this menu tool. We're going to be on that main page of Access NYC again. We're going to go here where it says menu, and then come down where it says programs. We're going to click on the drop down menu where it says programs here. For this example, we're interested in food, so that's what we're going to check off. And then we're going to do C5 programs. So they're going to offer us information about SNAP, about food pantries, which is what we're going to come back to. The WIC program will show you how to apply for WIC, how you can get healthy food packages for older adults, free summer meals. So there's all these food related resources that come up when we look at that. But right now we want to look at food from soup kitchens and food pantries. So you're going to click here on menu. You're going to click on programs. And then once you click on programs, you'll do the drop down menu here for programs again. And again, you can pick whatever you want for this. Just for this example, we're going to do food. And then we're going to click where it says C5 programs. And we'll have a number of options there. So starting from where we just left off, we saw a couple of different services for which we would be eligible. We're going to click on food pantries and community kitchens. And then we're going to scroll down here to where it says Food Help NYC. There's information about who's eligible, also more information about applying for SNAP, but we're going to click on Food Help NYC, and it's going to take us to a screen that looks like this. It has a map in the background. So click on food pantries, come down here to where it says how it works. You can click Food Help NYC. It also gives you the option to call 311. So if you're more comfortable doing that, that's always an option as well. This can be really helpful when it comes to having a list of all the different pantries and community kitchens right in front of you, the map and everything. But if it's easier for you to call 311 and get the list from them, that's fine too. But this is just another option. And then from this website, again, there's a couple of ways of going about this. We're going to enter our zip code. So I'm just going to enter the zip code of the building, 10029. And what it's going to give us is a list of local food pantries and community kitchens that are near us. So I just clicked on one here. I clicked on the first one on the list. That was St. Cecilia's. And if you look at this, you'll see name of it, the location, phone number. And then if you come down here and click on this drop-down menu next to food pantry, it'll give you the hours of operation. I'm going to do that in this video. So here it says they're open on Wednesday mornings, 9 to 12. We're going to enter a zip code. Enter whichever zip code near your home or wherever it is you're going to be. Again, I'm just clicking on the first one, which is St. Cecilia's. All the information is here. There's a map down here. You can get directions. You can also click on that drop-down menu to get the hours of operation. And some of these will operate 1 day a week, 2 days a week. So it's worth checking on that because they usually have very specific days that they're in operation. So that's how to get to the Food Help NYC map. You can sort of explore that. You can look at the map at large too. You can click here to just look at the map. If you want to do that, you can scroll in and out and just see different food programs in different neighborhoods as well. So that's another way of doing it. Let's try out another Access NYC feature. For this one, we're going to use the search tool. Let's say we're still on the map here. We're going to click on the back button. Just click on your back button until you get back to that main Access NYC page. So back. That's what I'm doing here. Clicking back a couple more times. And there you are. You're on your Access NYC page. And what we just did, let me move that back. We clicked here where it says search. And it brought up this search bar. So from here, back. You can also type in Access NYC again at the top if you want to, but I usually just hit the back button a bunch of times and get back to where I was. And once we get up to the top, actually I didn't have to go that far, but we're going to click on that search. And then we can search for whatever it is we want. For the purposes of this example, I wanted to do mental health services. Again, I think they're very important right now, all the time. But right now, I know that they can be difficult to access. So I wanted to give you the ability to get to some of that through here. So we did search. What we're going to do here is type mental health into this search bar. And again, whatever it is you're looking for, you can type in here. So I wanted to look at NYC 988. Is the call, text, and chat line for mental health services. For crisis services, like if you're dealing with anxiety or stress, it doesn't have to be like a major crisis. It can be an ongoing thing that you're experiencing that you just need to talk to someone about. And they can help you connect to long-term therapy. So it's a really good resource. The people who staff it are trained to make those connections for you and to talk with you. It's a good one to know about. I'll show you where this will take us. So we scroll down. If we click on chat online, it'll take us directly to their website to do an online chat with them. But just to get there, again, we're going to go to search, look up mental health. And again, whatever it is we wanted to look up, just mental health for this example. And the talk, text, or chat line. So we're going to click on that. And then scroll down here and it gives you, you can call 988, you can text 988, or you can chat online. So those were just a couple of ways of using the Access NYC website. There are tons more resources in there. I just wanted to give you the tools to find what it is you might be looking for yourself. Again, we had the search feature, we had the program, we have the way of translating the whole page up there. We have the screener for benefits at the very beginning. All of those are different ways of accessing services that might be helpful to you. If you want to take some time to just look around the Access NYC website and see what's on there, there may be some things that you potentially qualify for that you didn't know about. It's good to just check it out using those features. And it's good practice for just how to navigate similar websites like this as well, especially ones that are like resource websites that take you to a lot of different specific services and city websites. There is the option of calling 311 for many of these services as well. I find it helpful when I can look at things instead of having to write things down and ask questions in the moment. Like I can look at it at my own pace. That's one of the reasons why I personally would be more likely to turn to something like this website instead of calling 311, especially if I wasn't entirely sure what it was I was looking for.